Ladies and gentlemen, it's time. It's Thursday. It's Korner Booth Pregame.
No debate, cause it's over. I'm too official, got the drip, I got the sauce. Bring the proof when it's time to tell the truth. I'll be at the Korner Booth, find me in the Korner Booth, yeah. Still standing and defiant. Slay the competition, cause I'm walking like a giant. Bring the proof when it's time to tell the truth. I'll be at the Korner Booth, find me in the Korner Booth.
Love to see this team add another receiver, whether that's trade or free agency.
It's okay. Pittsburgh's the AARP retirement home.
There's a bunt record. That person's never going to have to worry about that thing ever getting broken.
I hate analytics. I think it's ruined the game I grew up loving.
I will do unspeakable things for the Giants to win this rule.
Oh, pause. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome in Korner Booth Pregame. We are 3 days away from the national title. I am so excited. I'm usually excited every year for obvious reasons because, college football is greatest. It's the best time. Last year, last 3 years kind of been clunkers. Trying to go back. Yeah, Ohio State over Notre Dame wasn't that good. Definitely Michigan over TCU is an abomination and should be burned out of our brains. So we got to go back all the way to 2022 or 23. Wow. Well, let's hope this one's a good year. Obviously I'm wearing the 1995, Ray Lewis throwback as an homage. It's going to be a good time. Obviously I don't wear this jersey. It was actually the first, so funny. My buddy bought this for me like 3 years ago, and obviously, people watch the show know I am a large human being, and Kev, I'm not going to put that comment up, and I might delete it from the chat. Enough, dude. I just don't care. You comment that in your show. All right. But yeah, excited for the game. I'm excited for this whole weekend. Still kind of sucks. My team's out of the Pro Football Playoffs, but honestly, the greatest thing ever happened. We fired Kevin Matullo. I didn't get a chance to do a take on it, so I'm going to talk about it today when we do, obviously, first rounds on me in a few minutes. But, so my co-host, here's Maddie. How you doing, brother?
Well, I'm still a Jets fan, so I'm holding on by a thread. But I'm here, which is the important thing, and I'm alive. Yeah. Until the Jets kill me again. Not really. But anyways, you, on the other hand, got a big weekend ahead of you. A lot to prep for Monday.
Also, like Sunday afternoon, for an adjacent reason, obviously. But
and I don't know. Giants get Harbaugh, which is amazing for them.
Yeah.
What a year to have a head coaching vacancy.
I know, right?
Why would you want one last year? Why would you want to fire somebody last year?
You got to give Aaron Glenn more than one season, bro. I'm sorry. I get it. I get it. But, dude, just give him – you got to give him – I feel like this team needed to be imploded before he can start building up. And I feel like there were so many remnants of the Saleh regime that he I just think he had an uphill battle this year regardless. I think he needed to cut all the bad weight. Williams and Sauce needed to get out. They needed to start fresh. And I think this year was the year to cut his teeth and kind of start over and just kind of build from scratch. That's honestly my opinion on it.
I agree with you. I agree.
I'm very interested to see who the next domino is, though. But we got two Giants fans here, though. Both of them are very excited. So first off, the 3rd and 10 co-host, he's been on a little hiatus, and on his hiatus, his picks have been dropping like like gas prices. Ladies and gentlemen, happy Giants fan, Mr. Brian Germanaro.
What's up, boys? It's good to be back. I will admit, I've missed going on in the past few weeks. It's good to be back.
I do apologize, buddy, because it is partially our fault because our schedule during the holidays is absolutely out of control.
Oh yeah, nothing, no worries.
I always just Matt and Nate know this by now, but our schedule from about December 15th till about January 20th, whenever the NFC Championship game is, AFC NFC Championship games, just out of control. You're not going to get the usual 6:30 on Monday, 6:30 on Saturday, Thursday. I can't talk. But hopefully now, once we get into the NFL playoffs, and then college football is kind of the great equalizer because we always have a lot of like the games. Like last Thursday, the game was at 7:30. It's usually like halfway through our show. I hate that. I love. Listen, it was great because I was able to stop the game and watch a show afterward. But like once the game was over, the problem was it was just like I was in such shock that we won. Almost more shocked that because at least with the Ohio State game, it was like there was just pure elated joy because of my hatred of Ohio State and us being robbed of a 6th national title because of a rigged referee. Maybe it tells me he's not a moron.
About 03, right? Fiesta Bowl.
Oh yeah, Fiesta Bowl 2003. Wasn't PI. You look at the call 1,000 times over. It's like it's like, oh, I'm supposed to throw a flag. Okay. But and A&M, I was so sick. I couldn't even focus. I literally was battling a 102 to 101 degree fever, barely clinging to it, and I'm just watching this game dying in my bed. But last week was crazy because I was just able to kind of watch it and enjoy it. And shout out to everyone's favorite girlfriend, Miss Katie, for sticking by me the whole time watching the game. Because I thought we were going to lose. The second they Chambliss drove down with that touchdown to the tight end, I'm like, and then all the penalties, the Xavier Lucas target injection. By the way, that was the most this game is rigged call I've ever seen in my life. I'm sorry. Big Ten refs definitely have an axe to grind with Miami. It's blatantly obvious. Can we get a Big 12 crew for Monday? Is that possible? Like, just somebody who doesn't have an axe to grind with us? Because we can't get a Big Ten crew because they're going to obviously they're favor Indiana. And we can't get an ACC crew because they're going to favor Indiana. We can't get an SEC crew because they're going to be pissed about Ole Miss. So Big 12, come on down. Or hell, listen, I'll take a Big East. I'll take a Big East ref crew. Let's go get some boys out of retirement.
Yes.
The NE10. Let's get them in here. They got nothing to
they got nothing going on.
They got nothing. Yeah, they got nothing going on. Nothing important.
No, not at all. But the biggest thing with this is I want to do there's all so much stuff I want to talk about with this game. We'll break it down more later, but Monday's gonna be fun. I've been seeing videos all week. I almost was about to start watching You Part 1 today. I'm like, I'm gonna hold off.
Yeah, don't do that yet.
Those documentaries are sacred. I think it's gonna be more fitting if everything goes good Monday to watch those on Tuesday to see where Miami's come from. And if everything goes up, shits up, don't have to watch them. But
you can watch it to distract yourself. That's it.
Oh yeah, totally. I mean, but I've work and somewhat of a social life and bills to do that. But yeah, no, it's kind of a weird season. But boys, how we feeling about Jim Harbaugh? Nate, John Harbaugh. I've been letting you kind of sit in the shadows for a little bit. Obviously, you guys both have your takes. By the way, check them out on Belly Up social media pages.
Excuse my stuttering in our most recent episode. I only got an hour of sleep. But you can sense our excitement in our full episode that just released today. So please check that out if you would. See, you can't even talk today, bro. But it was very fun.
I see Nate do this. I just think he's sober, brother.
No, that brother. But
oh my god, I missed that. I miss when that was happening.
About that.
Sketchmania.
Unlike him, I did not create an OnlyFans, so there's a difference.
I also forgot.
Happy Thursday.
Yeah, I forgot. I think I'm partially responsible for this, but Nate just being unhinged on Thursdays from now on.
Yeah.
Nate, there's a lot of weird people out there. There's
probably
some people out there that would be interested in some, wheelchair fans.
Yes, sir.
That's
what I'm saying.
Stop.
Gotta be careful. Especially those white vans. Those are dangerous vans. Do not go near a white van.
No, steer the other way.
Exactly. Yes, sir. Or call the cops.
You put the brake on that left wheel. You turn right, and you.
I love Jesus. Jesus is good. That's why he blessed us with John Harbaugh, right, Brian?
Right,
You deserve
exactly.
Yes, sir. After miserable
And-
years.
He blessed us with the removal of Kevin Patullo. Nate, kick my music.
I got you, cut. The terrorist is now gone. Thank goodness. 1 second.
Don't worry about your drinks, just put them all on the tab. This is First Rounds on Me. Here's your host, Jared Klim.
It's everyone's favorite picker of the first round. That's me. Kevin Patullo's firing on Tuesday was a great thing. The Philadelphia Eagles needed to clean house. And any also Hard Knocks, the NFCs. I didn't watch a single lick of it. I don't care. If it was just the Eagles, I'd watch. But it's like, I don't care enough about the Commanders thinking they're next, the Cowboys' delusion, or the Giants building the roster of the future to watch the whole show. I really don't. It's like the Netflix Starting Five show. I literally just watched the Anthony Edwards parts and fast forward to the rest. I don't need to hear LeBron stroking his ego for 30 minutes just to realize he's a fossil. Anyway, back to the matter at hand. Kevin Patullo. There's been multiple reports coming out about how he might have been the leak with all the Eagles in-season drama. I believe it. I would bet money on it. Dude, the fact that he's friends with Ryan Fitzpatrick, who's a notorious Eagle hater, makes total sense. I love it. To LaShawn McCoy. Shady, I love you. You're one of the greatest running backs ever to wear Eagle uniform and probably top 20 running back ever. Dude, shut up. Seriously. Oh, Jalen can't throw the ball. Oh, I'm sorry. I can't hear you over a Super Bowl MVP in his best career season ever. I statistically, I don't. Ugh, dude, just stop talking. There are certain guys who I love and respect. I just realized my light's not on. That's better. Let there be light. So the biggest thing with this whole Eagles offseason, and second of all, I already talked about it on Monday, but do not trade AJ Brown. Trading AJ Brown financially is just stupid because we're eating so much cap this year. Next year, it becomes okay. And also, the fact of the matter is, guys, everyone's going to have a game like that where every receiver in their life, maybe except for Larry Fitzgerald, has had games where they drop passes. It just happens. The wind was getting so much freaking what's it called? I had to delete a comment. I just looked at the comments for a section. I said to delete it. Gotta love X, man. Anyway, I lost my train of thought. What the shit? I'm trying to read the guy's comment.
Breathe.
It was informative, but it wasn't.
Yeah, it was, but I'm like, I don't need an ED pill ad in the middle of my freaking rant about Kevin Patullo.
Oh man, I didn't get a chance to see it.
Oh, man,
sorry. Go ahead, boss. I
all right,
apologize.
trading AJ Brown financially makes no sense. Team morale does not make sense because I guarantee the only people who want him gone are Philadelphia media, and it doesn't make sense for team strategy. One guy said, "Would you do like J Jets and a pick for AJ?" I'm like, yeah, or Jamar, but that's basically it. It to me it makes no sense. And also, AJ Brown fits our offense better than Jamar Chase does. I mean, not Jamar Chase. To Justin Jefferson. AJ Brown's still top 5 receiver in the league talent wise. Numbers wise, it wasn't great this year because Kevin Patullo legit might be a Cowboy sleeper cell. We're not sure yet. The thing is, Eagles fans got to calm the F down. I'm getting sick of this. Every season, if we're not winning the Super Bowl, listen, it sucked. We should have repeated. We had the roster for it, minus cornerback 2. Sorry, Adoree Jackson, you should retire. We didn't make the mistake of just letting Isaiah Rodgers walk. We probably win the Super Bowl. Hire any other OC except for Kevin Patullo. Probably win the Super Bowl, or at least are in it. So here's the reality. Offensive line play was terrible this year. Jeff Stallon's got to go back to the board and see what's missing between Cam Jurgens' eyes or ears or whatever. Landon Dickerson's got to get healthy. So does Lane Johnson. Tyler Steen was actually pretty good. So my lot had a bad year. It was not in the cards. I knew this team wasn't going to win the Super Bowl. Bears game, the Bears, Black Friday. That was when I kind of had a feeling. I got a little hope when we started scoring a lot of points in December, but and I, there's always that optimism when the first game of the season, the first game of the playoffs starts. But I kind of knew in the back of my head. So you know what? For me, it's on to college football, on to baseball. But I obviously will cover pro football because the Super Bowl is the most important sporting event in America. Would you say and tennis?
And cricket.
No, and no. I barely even have ADHD to watch like the main 4 sports I pay attention to.
You're a soccer fan. Oh my God.
I do love soccer. Soccer's fun.
What's your team?
Team USA. That's about it.
I was going to say, that's the one you got to say.
Come on, man.
Listen, I do enjoy, listen, they got, if they got like games on and stuff like MLS, it's New England Revs. It's the only New England team I root for.
Yeah, I think you mentioned that before.
Yeah, New England Revs and Team USA. Also Team Poland too, obviously. But
NYFC plays at Yankee Stadium. I'll go with them. Why not? Then it's Italy.
Yeah, it's like listen. I've been to a Revs game. Really fun. Gillette's kind of cool. I will admit it. It's cool.
That's great, especially the Patriot place they have connected to.
Oh yeah. Well, my cousins live 10 minutes from it. So like I've been when they were building it. I remember it. Like I went to the Bass Pro when they first opened. It was the coolest thing I've ever seen in my life. The last thing I'll say about the whole Kevin Patullo thing is this was the biggest no-doy thing I've ever seen. And everyone's like, who do you want as a replacement? I'm going to be straight up with you. I see a couple of names I like. I don't really want Mike McDaniel because he's going to be a head coach next year or up for head coaching. I like Brian Daboll, one, because of his Hurts connection, and two, dude, he might win a Super Bowl with us and realize, hey, I might not shrivel into myself if I'm just an OC for the rest of my career. And the Eagles will pay me handsomely for it. Another one I love is Byron Leftwich. I think he was criminally underused in Tampa when he was there, and his explosive passing game would be great. Another one I love is Frank Reich. I love the thought of Nick Sirianni's mentor coming back and working with a quarterback like Hurts, who is about as versatile as it gets. The last one I saw, which I thought was hilarious, but it might be actually really cool, is a certain legend from our first Super Bowl win who wants to get into coaching. I thought this was a total shot in the dark. I didn't even know he was coaching, but he's on the Eagles coaching staff or he's an advisor or something. It's Nick Foles. I'm like, that's cool. Nick Foles being the OC would be crazy. But in reality, it's the 4 I mentioned. It's Daboll. It's Leftwich. It's Reich. That's about it for me. I mean, Doug Peterson would be hilarious because Sirianni took his job, but Doug Peterson also kind of just knows how to make something out of nothing.
No R.D. Smith.
Get that man away from the state of Pennsylvania. What he did in that Steelers offense is freaking criminal. R.D. Smith should just go.
Offense is criminal too.
R.D. Smith needs to go live off of his dad's money and stop coaching football, or like go coach in the Big Ten. And stop ruining pro football with your offensive play calling. He might be
interview with the Lions, right?
I saw that. Yeah,
hilarious. Which means they're going to score 10 points a game.
But that mustache on that sideline—that's easy, like 10 points right there.
For which team?
Well, yeah, that's fair. I didn't specify what team, but hey, points are given out. What a mustache!
All right, so there it is. There's my rant about Kevin Patullo. I think the Eagles are actually really good hands.
You didn't talk about the alleged leaks and anything?
Well, I mentioned it simply this. I'm not surprised. I would bet money it was him. The fact that he's friends with Fitzy, who is a notorious Eagles hater, and Jalen Hurts hater. And honestly, the only thing he could have said worse is, oh, yeah, my buddy Chris Sims. The only person I know who hates Jalen Hurts more than freaking him and Dominique Foxworth. Here's the thing. He's gone. I guarantee – if you really want my honest to God opinion of what I think happened, now this is all conjecture, so take this with a grain of salt. I feel like once the season was over and the person who was getting the leaks, ESP, freaking little weenie, John Clark, whoever was getting them in Philadelphia media, I cannot stand ESP. I want to punt him. ESP. I want to.
Bro, I thought they were a chick because you said.
I want to fight him, dude. I can't stand the dude. He's such a. He's so insidious in that Eagles locker room when he's around. Anyway, John Clark, stand-up guy. Love Johnny. I'm looking around and I'm thinking to myself, like, you know what probably happened? The leaker with Patullo, his use ran out because they knew he was going to get fired. And so the person probably dimed him out to Eagles media, and the word got around that he was the one leaking information. That's what I think happened. Also, it like makes so much sense. AJ Brown was telling us all the truth all freaking season, and everyone wanted to call him a diva and ignore him. I think it's just a play to get him on certain people's teams because everyone just thinks that every GM is unstable, but Howie Roseman isn't. Howie's not stupid. He knows. In reality, good riddance. Go coach in Dallas, you loser. And, yeah, that's it. What is he going to show him on offense? Saquon up the middle. AJ Brown, deep ball.
You saw that clip too?
Dude, I got sent that clip by my own lady. Like like she said,
nice. Let's go.
I was like, oh damn it.
She knows ball. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, and her Patriots are kicking ass, and they sent Harbaugh home, the other Harbaugh home too. But anyway, all right, we're gonna get it ripping right now. So let's get it out of this. There was a couple baseball moves. We didn't talk Bregman much to the Cubs. That happened. But the Diamondbacks signed another geriatric third baseman. Woo! Nolan Arenado is a Diamondback.
Wasn't it?
I will say this.
Yeah, trade.
Yeah, the Diamondbacks are really good at utilizing old third basemen. Gino, Evan Longoria got us to a World Series.
Longoria won.
Eric Chavez for a couple years in the early 2000s was great for us. He was like the best pitching third baseman ever. The Diamondbacks and old third baseman. Oh, Matt Williams in the 90s and 2000s. Like, there is like, dude, like the Diamondbacks are great at resurrecting like the end of the careers of third baseman. I love it. And you know what? I said to my buddy Chris, who listens to the show, not Lip Off, different Chris. I said he's probably good for 30 bombs in Arizona with that dry air. Oh yeah,
yeah.
And he's now protected in that lineup. He's got Marte in front of him, probably Corbin Carroll behind him, and then most likely Goldschmidt behind him, and then Pavin Smith, and like he's not gonna like get pitched around anymore. So he could probably just like lock up, load, and swing for the fences. So listen, I'm up for Arenado having a resurgence year. I love the move. They went and got Tyler Clark today, reliever as well. So listen, all things looking up for the Snakes. They took Ketel Marte off the market. My boy is safe. He's staying in Sedona Red. I love it. It's nice to see the Derek Hazen not being a moron for once. So, or Mike Hazen.
And that's not the biggest news for you, boss. You know why?
Why?
Because Diamondbacks care about their fans, and that's why they released the ballpark pass. All home games for $299.
Oh, this is such a sham. Oh my god, the seats are crap.
But I did not.
Listen, it's honestly no. Listen, it's not a bad deal.
Good price.
It's a good price. No. Listen, in reality, it's a great price. The seat selection ain't great, but listen, if you're going every day, if you love going to games every week, every day, go for it. This is a great idea. Even if you're going like 3 or 4 games a week, this is a steal. But
yeah, it's like $4.
I wonder if there's any like underlying like you can.
There's like certain
amount.
Yeah, there's like certain things. But the one thing the Diamondbacks do that makes me so happy to be a fan of theirs is they are the cheapest MLB extra inning single team package out of all teams. Most teams are in the 130s, 140s. Arizona's only 100.
It's not bad. It's pretty good.
Oh, it's great. Are you kidding me? I literally like last April, I'm unemployed. And I literally said, I'm like, I want to watch Diamondbacks games. This is killing me. And I said, can I spare $100 on my credit card? Sure. Why not? I go online and I go to sign up and the guy, and it's like, it says $100. I'm like, this is a joke, right? No. All right. Pull the trigger. And then I'm watching Diamondbacks game.
That's how you build a national audience. It's just like give them access to it. It's a genius move.
Oh yeah, the 1 year I bought the full package, I never used it. It makes no sense to me. Yeah. I never thought it was a good idea. Listen, like if they started carrying Red Sox games for my dad, sure. The problem is we're too close to Boston, and the blackout rules are so effing dumb. It's one of the few things holding. Baseball would smoke basketball if it got rid of if it did three things. One, started marketing to superstars and small market teams more. Listen, everyone loves the Yankees, Red Sox, Mets, Dodgers, Giants, big brands, right? It's all great. Cardinals, Cubs.
Yep.
But the most fun teams are like the Padres, the Diamondbacks, the freaking, like even the Astros, the Royals when they won, it was fun. The Braves. Market to small teams as well. Bring up those markets. The parity is great. And the best part about all of it is, yes, baseball is very regionalized, but if there are superstars that are budding and you want to see them be great, show them on the national stage. So that's one thing baseball has got a unique way of doing. And also nip this whole lockout thing in the butt.
Yes. Oh my God. That would kill the sport if they go in the lockout right now.
I think what they need to do is take a couple pages out of the NBA. One, a salary floor. Great idea. Second, introduce some tax aprons. Listen, you want to keep the Dodgers from spending? Put a limit on deferred money and put a limit on tax aprons.
Or just no deferred money. Or like you could only have deferred money if it's like
have a cap.
Situation.
Have a cap. Basically, like you can only have X amount of deferred money going forward. Like find a way to do it. Because I'm telling you right now, you want to hamstring the Dodgers, hamstring their wallets. The best part is that in reality, half that Dodgers team is old.
Yeah.
In reality, it's what we had to suffer because, never send the AL East to do any other division's job. The Yankees and the Blue Jays choked harder than Mr. Krabs in the health inspector in the SpongeBob episode.
What a brave man.
The AL East is pathetic. I think that soft baseball, and I think that they need to go to Diamond Gym and work out with Unk and the boys to get their swagger back, because this is kind of pathetic.
That gym is whack.
There's three good-looking guys right there. I wonder who the fourth is. I wonder who the one who isn't, Brent. Guys, Brent's alive.
Dude, I was so confused on what the heck you were talking about.
And Nate.
Oh my God.
You want to talk
Guys,
about Diamond? I'm so confused.
Nate, the leader of the ping pongs.
Oh, yes.
I forgot about that joke. Oh my God. Our favorite Canadian.
That was the greatest thing.
Dude, that I think just literally, I think it was the only time in the show where I came close to pissing myself. I was laughing so hard. I came that close. I was laughing so hard. I was about to lose it. The AL East is soft.
It is soft.
We also have Ranger Suarez went to the Red Sox. I think it was 5 years, 100.
They overpaid for him.
They overpaid
30.
Well,
But the rotation right now would be Crochet, Suarez, Bayo, Connolly Early, and Sonny Gray. That's not a bad.
No.
Oh no, that's great. But when you're losing, by like 3 or 4 runs, when you're down like 2-0 or whatever, who cares? You can't.
Yeah, I mean, the bullpen's not going to be there. But
they're gonna blow. They're gonna look like the 2024 Diamondbacks. They're just gonna blow every freaking lead.
If he got 5 years, I think 130. I'm thinking Valdez gets 5 years, 150 plus at this point. I mean, I would assume, but we're also 2 weeks from February, so who knows what the price tag is going to be.
You would assume, but like he also might just take like a Correa deal, which like 3 years, opt out to every single one, and just try to test the market again.
Yeah.
And then I don't know. The Yankees traded four prospects for Ryan Weathers. I don't know who they is. I assume it's a big deal, and I only say that because 4 prospects were involved. I don't know anything about the kid other than he's 26. He had
a lottery ticket.
Stats. Yeah, decent stats for the time he played. And I have a buddy that's a big Mets fan. He said when he was healthy and he was playing, he was super solid.
Yeah,
so
he's
we'll
solid.
See.
He's a good mid-rotation guy who could be like a 2 starter if everything works out correctly.
Yeah, my it's not even my prediction. It's more hope at this point because it looked like the Mets are in the run for Tucker. I heard that Toronto might go up to 10 years, so we'll see what happens with that. But with both teams, it's just kind of we're just sitting on our thumbs right now. But my hope is that you get another starter because you don't have I don't know the health status with Schmidt, but I know Rodon and Cole are not going to be healthy for the start of the year. So if you get like,
Shocker.
let's just hypothetically speaking, let's just say Valdez. Not saying it's happening. I'm just using as an example. You get another starter, and then by the time everybody comes back healthy, you'll have Cole, Freed, Rodon, Schlittler, and then you got that whoever that big guy was you signed or traded for, and then maybe Weathers moves into the bullpen as like a long reliever kind of thing. That's
or just like a wingman too. Like say like a guy needs to like push back a starter. Like Cole's got a blister. Okay, Weathers, you're going in that game, and then next week will be in the bullpen again.
Yeah, I also think
that's what Trevor Williams was so good for the Mets for. It's like, all right, if we need a spot starter, it's Williams. If not, he's in the rotation. Yeah. The bullpen is a long man.
Now they're talking about Freddie Peralta. They got starters to expend now with the rotation with like Warren or Gill. So I mean, I don't know if Freddie Peralta's going to happen. Everybody's like, Cashman's just on a budget or whatever the case is, but I don't know. Bellinger, 5 years, $100-something million, $31 million a year. They were offering him with opt-outs or whatever the case may have been, and he's just Boris has
won 7. Still. I think he's holding for 7.
But the problem is, isn't Belly older than me and Matt?
He's 30. He'll be 32 or 31. I'll find out. He's going to be 31 or 32.
Yeah, I'm not offering a 7-year deal. Hell no.
No.
I mean, I would if the opt-out's in 4 years.
Yeah, I mean, But it's gotta be
I'll pay him until he's 35. Why not?
He's 30 right now. He'll be 31 in July.
Oh, he's
already. Yeah, so it's age 31 season.
Yeah. Listen, the thing is with Belly, he's a great player, man. I think he's so talented. I think he got criminally underused in a lot of his spots. Dude, you gotta realize, like, you're going to become a DH in about 2 or 3 years. Like, I'm not going to want your defense anymore. Like, you go to a team out.
It's shaky, too. Like, he had the MVP stuff, and then he kind of fell off. Now he's kind of rebuilt himself. Who's to say as he gets older that fall off?
Exactly. He didn't even have that amazing of a season in New York. So I don't get where this pull for more money is when there's like a lack of substance. Where it's like, why did everyone's like, oh, are you guys gonna re-sign Lourdes Gurriel? I'm like, of course we are. Like, dude, I mean, we might have re-signed them already. I'm not even sure. Nick, can you see if Lourdes Gurriel is under contract with Arizona for next year, or if it's expiring? Either way, dude's coming off a torn ACL, still a solid 20 home runs a year, and yeah, he is. And 100 plus RBIs, 285 batting average. He's a solid outfielder. He's a good compliment for Carroll and Alec Thomas, or how we signed. Apparently, we want to put our number one prospect, Jordan Lawler, in the outfield, or Waldschmidt, the other kid. So I'm like, okay, listen, show me more Corbin Carrolls and Alec Thomases. The young guys as well almost won us a World Series, not a bunch of aging outfielders who demand too much money. That's why I'm kind of liking that we were never really in on the Kyle Tucker thing. I kind of like it. We're like, all right, let's go get some pitching. Maybe see if we can find another hidden gem, another Geno, and see what happens. I love it.
Kyle Tucker's not even if people are weary of giving Bellinger 7 years, I mean, Kyle Tucker's going to be 29 in February, so you're going to give him 10 years. You're going to be getting up to 39.
Yeah,
but I mean, obviously the production, everything is a little more consistently has been there with him compared to Bellinger.
That's why, if I'm the Mets, and I know they offered 4 for 200. It's apparently the rumor. I'd offer that and have an opt out after the 2nd and 3rd year. That way he could get to free agency quicker. The Mets have a solid protection for Soto for at least 2 seasons, and then you can pivot from there. Maybe a bench is better than we expect. Maybe another free agent goes to the market. That's what I think they should do.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. And then you got, even with Tucker or Bellinger, but if you give Bellinger 7 years, I'm like, listen, I'll put you in left field for 3. And then for the last 4 years of your deal, you're going to go play first. And we're going to have Judge DH once Stanton is off the books. I think this is his last season. And then we have a team opt out. And if we don't opt out, I think
there's that.
But I would. I mean, the thing that I love Stanton when he's healthy. Man, that guy he is an incredible offensive asset to this team. The only problem is that he is slower than dirt, and he's just not consistently healthy. But when he is, I mean, the guy played half a season and had almost, I think, had a mid-high 20 home runs or something like that.
Oh yeah, he's great. It just stinks that he's constantly just on the shelf with some tissue injury.
Yeah. So I would put Judge as DH eventually. You could put Belly at first, but that's if he gets 7 years. I after Jacoby Ellsbury, I don't want to give anybody that's 37 years anymore.
Yeah, no, that makes total sense.
All right. Ready to talk some football?
Yeah.
All right, Nate, what's our six-pack standings, my friend?
Well, I'm out of it, and Brian, you're sort of in it.
I had a big week last week.
Yeah, you had a big week. You deserve 5 big booms.
Stop. No, Nate.
Oh,
I didn't do it. But the standings are as follows: Matt 95, Jared 94, Brian 85, and Nate with 70. I don't know why I put myself in third person. Nate with 78.
All right. Well, you got 5 games this week, or no? Yeah, no. 5 games this weekend.
Yeah,
That is correct. Your boys, and then 4 NFL Divisional Round games, boss.
I'm going to tell you right now, guaranteeing this is the week because I might do some off-color stuff. This is the week that we're probably going to find out who's going to be the winner and who's not going to be the winner. Because
after that it becomes 2 games, and then 1. There's like in the points doesn't change. So all right, let's get after it. Let's talk about the NFL divisional games. We're going to get it started, ladies and gentlemen. This is the 6-pack presented by our friends over at Canadips, the best dip supplement on the market. I am a fan. I actually have an order in my cart, my phone. I haven't ordered yet. I forgot to do it last night. Got a little busy watching Fallout. By the way, amazing show. If you haven't watched season 2, it's so much fun. Big Fallout fan over here. So check them out. Camps.com, program Bell 20 for 20% off. Best supplements. They have cool. They have nootropic dip now, which is crazy. But obviously, I love the CBD, the energy ones. Love all of it. Check them out. Best customer service ever. Camps.com. They always are running sales, but obviously check out your promo code first. All righty. We're starting Bills and Broncos. Rematch of last year's first wild card game on Sunday. That was honestly kind of pathetic. This isn't that same Broncos team, bro. Joshy boy, Joshy Poo, I think your Cinderella's run ends today. Give me the Denver Broncos to win. Listen, I believe enough in Sean Payton's coaching experience, and Bo Nix has played good enough, and Denver's defense is a lot better than Jacksonville. So give me Denver to win here. I don't think Denver's winning the Super Bowl this year, but hell, they're going to be hard. Are going to be a hard out. I think Buffalo's lack of weapons is what's going to end up killing them.
Yeah, so Buffalo, I believe, just lost Gabe Davis last week, which is already which it's not a big loss, but it is a big loss for the Buffalo Bills, whose receivers besides him were Keon Coleman and Khalil Shakir. Khalil Shakir being the obvious best receiver they had on that roster so far, but I this is tough because I trust Josh Allen more than any quarterback in this in this playoff series right now, other than maybe Matt Stafford, but. The Broncos are just a very well-balanced team. They have a very efficient offense. I should maybe emphasize very efficient, but they have an efficient offense. Bo Nix is not a bad quarterback. He's good enough to just get the job done right now in the system that he's in. But they're able to move the ball around the field. Where they're not top 10 in offense, they make up for that for being, top 3 in defense right now. I think they're one of the best units behind Texans right now, and I think that defense – is a whole lot tougher than Jacksonville's. I don't see Josh Allen pulling out 27 on him and, doing some miracle win at the end, but I'll take the Broncos here in a very tight one. It's more, I trust Peyton in that defense more than I trust the Bills and McDermott right now. So I'm taking the better coach and the better defense, Papa John's.
Yeah, give me the Broncos. We saw what Josh Allen did against that Texans defense. The Broncos defense, while not as good, is still a pretty solid unit. I think Allen struggles. Give me the Broncos.
Nice. All right. Nate Dogg.
I will also go with Joshy Poo, as you mentioned, sir. Oh, no, you didn't go with the Bills. I will be rolling with Joshy Poo, as you called him. Don't know why you did that, but
it was a little joke about how the media was giving his wife shit for not coming to his game last week. Listen, it was so stupid. I mean, listen, that's her job, man. Being a presenter at an award show, especially in her line of work, it's kind of a big deal.
Yeah.
Listen, I think all award shows for Hollywood media are a joke, but that's my opinion. But still, like, leave the poor woman alone. She's the queen of the city. Just give her a break.
I was giving her garbage too about like how like when she like 10 years ago was like, thank you Broncos for everything, thank you Seahawks for everything. It's like, yeah, those tweets are 10 years old. She wasn't dating Josh. Who cares?
Yeah, don't you understand? Once you start dating a player on a team, that's the team you root for. That's kind of always been the rules. Unless you're Kylie Kelsey, then you're permanently just an Eagles fan. But
yeah, Taylor Swift.
Everyone protects Queen Kylie. All right. 40 whiners, sea chickens. I hate this matchup for my gambling. I hate this matchup for points. I hate this matchup for my sanity. But one team eliminated us last week. The other team has Sam Darnold as a quarterback. One team has a fully healthy roster. One team has problems because of an electrical field. I sent the video in the chat. Y'all have seen it. All right. Here's the kicker. I trust 55 through 2 Seahawks roster. I trust the Seahawks coaching staff not to choke over Kyle Shanahan. I also trust Sam Darnold to get the ball to his weapons. Brock Purdy's the better quarterback in this matchup. But Jalen Hurts is the better quarterback in last week's matchup. But when you have a functional moron as your offensive coordinator, your best receiver drops 3 balls, and the refs are clearly playing for San Francisco, it's kind of easy to win. So, that being said, Seattle's a different effing animal. Somebody asked me before the playoffs, who is the team in the NFC you fear the most? It's the Chickens. They're kind of a bunch of angry peckers. They are terrifying. That defense scares the daylights out of me. I love all of this roster. I wish they'd like Cooper Kupp, big pickup to the season. I'm loving the guys they're adding in that as like second and third guys. And obviously JSN is just solidified himself as a top 10 receiver in the football, right? So, and the fact they can run for 100 yards with 2 different running backs, come on. Give me Seattle here. I think San Fran gets a rude awakening. Philly was too busy beating themselves while they just kind of won. Seattle is just going to stare at San Francisco and think of all the times they've knocked them out of the playoffs or kept them down the last couple of years, and just they're frothing at the mouth to like open a can of whoop ass. So give me Seattle.
The Seahawks.
Yeah. The Seamen, Nate.
Hell yeah, that's even better. Let's go.
I still prefer Sea Chickens.
How much semen do you release?
Okay.
All right.
In the box. Go now. Minus a damn point, Nate. Jesus. Holy crap, man.
All right. How do we get back?
I don't even know where we go from here.
Sam Darnold. We'll try this. Sam Darnold has a oblique injury that is listed as questionable. However, you said there's close to a 0% chance he's not playing. He's going to play. There's no way you don't play in this game.
Who's their backup? Drew Lock?
Yeah.
Oh, they win by 40 if Drew Lock comes in.
Now, if the Niners defense was what it once was under Robert Saleh, and they didn't have all the injuries that they have, and Sam Darnold had an oblique sprain or injury, whatever the case may be, I would be all over the Niners to just destroy them defensively. But that defense is not what it was, years ago. Steve Wilkes has done his dues with that defense as he has done with mine, but Saleh's picking up the pieces. He's building it back together, but he's got Fred Warner's out. You got a lot. Is Nick Bosa's been out or?
Yes.
I just don't remember ever hearing about him playing.
So I'm just used to everyone on the roster being hurt, so I'm like assuming that he's hurt.
Well, I know Kittle's already out for the year with the torn Achilles, so but the defense is banged up.
About that.
Yeah, even with
Bosa's out.
Okay, even with the banged up, Darnold, they have a great defensive unit over there. They have a great run game between Charbonneau and Kenneth Walker. JSN's the best receiver in the game. So essentially, all you got to do is just not have Sam Darnold throw the ball deep and exert all that core. So I think there's going to be a lot of over the middle passes, a lot of short passes for gains. I think the Seahawks still get this done despite the injuries. So give me Seattle. I think the Niners' luck stops here, but great season for the Niners. All the injuries that they had to still get to this point.
Nice. All right, Bry guy.
Yeah, I mean, this season was impressive by the by the Niners in every way, the amount of injuries they've had. But we just watched this matchup 3 weeks ago where Seattle went into San Francisco and beat them on their home turf pretty convincingly. Like that game, the Seahawks were controlled the entire time. Now this game's in Seattle. Give me the Seahawks. They're gonna roll.
All right, Nate, are you gonna behave yourself?
Yes, Captain. I will be going Seattle as well. I do not trust Sam Darnold. Because I said Seattle on my show, so I don't know if I can.
You kind of have to stick with it.
Yeah. I've stuck with
I mean,
all mine.
also you're not winning, so it's like Brian's one bad pick from being. No, I'm saying stick with your guns. Then, like, it's not like you're gonna lose points.
Yes, sir. Yeah, give me Seattle. Although I won't be surprised if SF pulls it off because they somehow managed to win. No matter how many players are injured on their team.
I can explain 90% of their wins. Injuries, light schedule, injuries, division games. Kevin Tull's a moron. Next.
But they've been injured too, so.
Yeah, but it's like, they've been injured. But the thing is, like, they keep playing all these bottom tier games, and then they play divisional games where, obviously divisional games, the score's even. You know the guys. And then the last thing is Kevin Tull is a moron. Like, I'll keep saying that until we hire a new OC. So, like, hopefully it's only a week. But I've been chanting fire Kevin Matullo since week 4. 5.
Yeah.
2. Blue, green, red. I don't know.
Yellow.
All right. Yeah. I'm seeing red. All right. Clean sweeper on the Seahawks. Texans, Patriots. This is my ladies' team. This is her family's team. I am wearing New England Revs gear on Sunday in solidarity with the Patriots. I am known for liking the Texans too because I love CJ Stroud. I loved JJ Watt and Andre Johnson growing up and all those guys. Here's the issue. That Patriots defensive line is effing terrifying. They were assaulting Justin Herbert like he stole their money in a Ponzi scheme. Milton Williams on that last sack, I watched him get it like vintage Eagles Milton Williams. Sidestep, got underneath, and he was in the backfield. Dude, this team is just built different, man. I'm telling you right now. I think it's going to be Patriots Broncos AFC Championship. Who would have thunk it? Give me the Patriots here, man. I think Drake May. I hate that nickname so much. Is going to just go crazy. And also, dude, I think he's going to have fun because he's going to be able to improvise. Yes, the Texans defense is going to make him make mistakes. This game is going to be sloppy, ugly, and nasty. But the Texans just don't have enough weapons. And the Patriots can win a game 17-14. They don't care. Stevenson and Henderson, honestly, it's a great combo. They just can move the ball. So give me the Patriots here. Probably the game winner is a late fourth quarter touchdown to Hunter Henry. And that's what seals it.
Well, we already know what I'm doing. I'll tell you right now, I think the Patriots will probably win this game, but I will pick against the Patriots until they inevitably are eventually knocked out of some form of this playoffs. I don't care if it's Super Bowl. I'm holding it against them until the end. The Texans, I will say, to make an argument, they had the best defense in the league. If any defensive unit could hold this red-hot Patriots offense and team in general just in check, it would be the Texans defense. I'm going to just defensively. So Stroud last week obviously wasn't great. He was okay. He had a lot of good looks. He was airballing a lot of his passes. If he can just get those down and just not make Nico Collins jump for the sky, he just needs to be a little more of a fluid passer in this one and not airmail every single throw that when they're wide open, there's nobody within 15 yards of them. But defensively, I think they shut them down like they shut down Steelers. So I'll take the Texans here.
All right.
Yeah, I think this Patriots team is far more talented than that Steelers team. I mean, the way the Texans played Monday night, that offense, the Steelers, if they were just a fraction better, they'd probably steal that game. But give me the Patriots. I just can't trust the Texans at all with CJ Stroud right now.
And granted, I agree with you, but this is solely.
Oh no, it'd be the same thing if it was Eagles 49ers. I went Niners. I wasn't confident in that pick, but I'm going against.
Yeah, I feel you. Next week I'll be picking the Broncos. So
yeah, exactly.
What's up? Yeah, we have a stowaway on the show already.
Yeah, I can see that.
yeah, Boo. What do you got? Texans, nice. Well, I always like Boo.
I don't. All right, Nate, you're up.
Give me the Patriots.
Nice. All right. Last but not least, unless you got something to say. Nope, just purring. Okay. Rams, Bears. I'm gonna be honest with you. The Bears gave me the most funny entertainment of all time on Saturday. This was back when I was still happy. I'm just kidding. No, I was nervous. In the back of my head, I knew we were gonna lose. I'm like, unless we come out and just blow the barn doors off them, we're done. Yes, I know my beard is very scratchy, but you have to purr right in my ear. All right. So, yeah, this is basically the closest thing I got to a niece right now. So this is my sister's cat. For those of you at home, I know who she is. Mine is currently sleeping on the couch upstairs. Everyone's favorite little white cat. He's sleeping though, so I get the replacement. All right. I'm sorry, the Rams, dude. They're not going to make the same mistake twice. I mean, listen though. If the Rams lose, this is the only game I'll be happy to lose. Seriously. I would love for the Rams to get this. I would love for the Rams to lose this. But I am not in good conscience can take, like, they needed a monumental choke job from the Packers, whereas the Rams played with their food for 3 hours. They basically pulled a Philly and then scored. And nothing would make me happy to watch Sean McVay cry and lose, but I don't think it's happening this week. So give me the Rams. You're going down.
Yeah, so I so badly, like my stomach and everything's like, oh man, pick the Bears. Like ice the competition if it happens. But I don't know. I try to make myself an argument of, the weather's going to be really bad in Chicago. Maybe the Bears are going to be the better suitors here. But then I just watched something earlier today that Matt Stafford wears scuba gear in games like this because it keeps him warmer, like wetsuits. I'm like, so this guy's not going to feel one drop of wind when he's got that wet gear on. Listen, the Rams have a much better defense than the Bears. I think the Bears have a nice, flashy, high-scoring offense, but the Rams are really well-balanced and move the ball around. They obviously had that great run game with Kyron Williams. They have a two-headed monster at receiver. And, low-key Parkinson's and Higbee are not bad tight ends as a duo. Not great, together, but what I'm saying, separately as premier guys. But I'm going to take the Rams here. I think the Bears cover. I think this could be a last-second win. I think this could be a game where it comes down to the wire. Maybe one squeezes ahead by one, but I'll reluctantly take the Rams here.
Bry Guy.
For first off, shout out to the Bears. I live bet them when they were down by 15, and that was a great win on Saturday night. So I love that. Right. But I'm leaning Bears here because the weather in Chicago, it's going to be 19 degrees, potentially to a low of 2. Matt Stafford is 3-3 in cold weather games. McVay is 2-2, and there's a snowstorm scheduled for Saturday. And we all know weather in cold weather areas. That could be Saturday. It could hit Sunday. If it hits Sunday, Stafford's 1-9 in snow games. So I don't love that. Give me the Bears to pull it off an upset.
Nate Dogg.
Ooh, I mean the Bears, baby. I don't know. I got a good feeling.
Bears.
You have a West Coast team going to a snowy environment or a cold environment, like Brian mentioned. Plus, Matthew Stafford does, if I remember correctly, struggle in the cold. So
1-9 or 1-7, right? Well, Brian, what was the stat you dropped?
He's definitely 3-3 in cold weather games. I forgot the exact stat about snow, but it was like 1 in like a big number.
He may be throwing blue balls. Get it because it's cold and cold.
Jesus.
Back in the box, Nate.
All right.
I gotta admit, I'm pretty impressed.
He drank his silly juice today or something, man.
I'm impressed that he knew about that for everything we've had to teach him on the show. That he knew.
He showed me a
That's actually a fair point.
Nate, hold up what you were showing.
Clorox wipes.
That's what he was eating.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I got
That's what he was munching on in the back.
Heck yeah, it was. This was some rice is really good too.
Nate's like Tide Pods for quitters. I'm gonna go with
Nate,
Ricky.
if it says citrus mint, it's not actually flavored citrus, you know.
Yeah, Nate's flavor tasting was burns a lot, burns a little less, burns the most.
Yeah. By the way, if you want, it's 10 games in the rain/snow. He's 1-9 and 16 of 11.
God.
Boom.
That's the stat on Stafford.
Okay.
Easy money.
All right. We got to talk about it. Let's rip the Band-Aid off. By the way, no show Monday. Obviously, we don't have to talk about this game twice. So we'll do our show Tuesday. We will break down the national championship, what happened wild card weekend, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So I am not ready for this. Not because I don't believe Miami can win, because I have, as a Miami fan since the 2015, have been just witness to collapse, loss, recruiting flip, losing in the portal, embarrassing bowl loss, head coaching blunders, assistant coaching blunders, coach illnesses, quarterback stupidity, quarterback talent drop, running back, you name it. I've seen it all. But what this team has this year is something incredible. The committee did the smartest thing ever by putting them in. Now, did Notre Dame deserve to be in over Alabama? That's up to you to decide. They deserve to be in over Miami. That was not a case.
No, Miami was never the problem. I said it 1,000 times. Miami should have been in. It was Alabama.
Yeah. So yeah, take your credit. I will say this though to Notre Dame fans. I see in the comments saying they would have beaten Texas A&M. Yeah, probably. They beat Ohio State. Not pal. No. Ole Miss. No. But they definitely would have beaten A&M. So I will give you guys that. You guys would have been making for us the first round at least. Probably would have beaten Oklahoma too. But I think Indiana would have roped you guys. So
I don't know. We were the last team to beat Indiana.
Yeah, but that was back when they were soft as milk.
Exactly. We are the last team. We do have that.
That is true for now. Here's the kicker. I looked at the average size between Miami's O-line and Indiana's D-line. Y'all know what the weight difference is?
150.
50 pounds on average difference.
Oh, my bad.
Miami's offensive line average is 330 pounds. Most of them are over 6'3". The average weight of the D-line of Indiana is 280.
So y'all got some
That's a 50
hog
piece.
mollies. Yes, sir.
That's a big O-line to get behind and let Mark Fletcher eat up some clock.
Or the other running back.
Or Pringle, or Shamar Brown, or even Jordan Lyle.
Yeah.
Malachi Tony can get a little funky behind there too. CJ Daniels, Kean Marion. We don't have Elijah Lofton, which is going to suck, but I don't care what the sleeper cell loser tight end who transferred back to Indiana says to Kirk Cignetti. We all know the rumors already about Indiana cheating, which, to be honest with you, this is so sad because I love Mendoza, but I would not be surprised because Cignetti looks sketchy.
He looks sketchy.
He looks sketchy. I love Mendoza, man. I'm rooting for nothing but the best for him, man, but I don't trust his coach. But you know what? It doesn't matter what they have because you still got to beat the boys on schedule. And Miami's defense, Miami's secondary versus those aged receivers from Indiana.
But you won't have that corner, right?
Well, yeah, Lucas will be back in the second half.
Oh, because he did what targeting, right? Was
literally the dumbest penalty in all of college sports. But we still have Fitzgerald. We still have Keontae Scott. We still have OJ Federic. We still have Ruben Bain, Wesley Bissaint, Keem Mesidor. It's a lot of good players. A lot of guys are going to be playing ball on Sundays in a few years. Okay? Miami's going to win this game 31-24. I think Indiana is going to struggle with Miami's physicality because even Ohio State struggled with Miami's physicality. I also think Miami plays a lot more aggressive than a lot of Big Ten teams. I think Indiana is an amazing team, and honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if they won. but I'm telling you, in my gut, I think Miami can pull this off. Also, the fact that the line keeps going, it went up from 7.5 now to 8.5. Dude, give me this as my upset roll, man. I love this. It's technically in Miami's home stadium, and they're 8.5 point dogs. That's the last thing. It's in the crib. It almost feels like something that was like meant to happen to kind of signify some stuff. But yeah, give me Miami. Give me the new Carson Beck. And give me that, and give me Mario's vision, Mario's mad science dream that's taken 4 years to develop. I love it. So yeah, go Canes. Maddie.
So
just pick Indiana and you can move on.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna pick Indiana. I'm gonna try and hope Indiana could win. Texans do a little upset, kind of obviously not actual upset, but you know what I mean. And just kind of ride into first place, hopefully. But I am going to take Indiana. I like their efficient offense. I got a very strong rushing attack as well. Sound defense. They can force turnovers. I think they can cause some disruption with Carson Beck. I think Miami covers. I don't think this 8.5 is going to hold. The fact that they're in Miami as well, they're going to play tough. And I think this is going to be a down-to-the-wire game. Could come down to whoever gets the last drive on offense. So I'm going to take Indiana here, but it's going to be a very close one.
To all those wondering, I will have people with me watching the game with me. My parents already were like, "Oh, we'll watch the game with you." I'm like, "You sure?" Like, "Yeah." And Katie, being the bravest soul that she is, goes, "Oh yeah, I totally want to watch the game with you." I'm like,
God.
She has her first piece of Miami fan gear, boys. I got her first piece. She has an Ed Reed T-shirt, and I was like, start her off with the greatest Kane of all time,
and you work your way from there.
Yep. I will not be wearing the Ray Lewis jersey. I only wear this when I go to games. I'll be wearing my usual Miami football with probably a flannel over it to keep myself from throwing it around. All right. Nate Dogg.
You know I'm going to Indiana just for you, boss, because you know in this playoff, every time I pick an opposite of Miami, they've won, and I will not change that for your sake. So.
And my favorite Notre Dame fan.
Oh
yeah, give me Indiana. Like Matt said, this is going to be a close game. This is not a game Indiana's going to run away with, but they've just been so hot and just feel like a team of destiny right now. Give me Indiana.
I love that whole moniker because I think it's two teams of destinies playing each other.
Yeah, you can make that argument.
It's really kind of fun. Cinderella story meets team of destiny. This is what
this whole team playoff was about. Is matchups like this.
I know. And the craziest part is, I'm sitting here trying to watch, like, we're thinking about older national championship games, right? And I'm trying to go back in my head. Dude, like, the two Georgia games were ugly.
Mm-hmm.
Alabama smoked freaking they smoked Oklahoma. They smoked Ohio State. What was the last good national championship game we had?
Is it that Bama-Georgia one?
Yeah, I'm going to say Bama, Georgia, or Clemson, Bama. 2017 and 2016, we had back-to-back amazing ones. Because 2018, Trevor Lawrence.
Georgia won. 2021?
2021 was Georgia. That was Keely Ringo. That was a block. They won by like 14 points.
Right, but it was close until Georgia got a pick like late in the fourth.
Yeah, it was Keely Ringo.
Yeah.
Shaking myself right now. How can somebody be so bad after being so good in college? But yeah, no. So I'm kind of just looking forward to a fun national championship game. I'm really just, we're going back down the list, and I'm not liking. I think there's a lot of matchups that are favoring Miami. I think that Indiana does have the edge at least quarterback and a head coach for now. But I think also people have to watch out for the fact that Mendoza, I think it's like 90% of his touchdown passes were against teams with a record of like 7-5 or lower. Whereas Carson Beck, some of his best games are against some of their best competition. So, and also I don't count what they did to Oregon or Miami as anything, or Oregon and Alabama as anything more than these teams took Indiana for granted They thought they were going to walk in there and pull off the upset, and then they got thumped. The game plans looked off. They looked lackadaisical. Miami's had 2 weeks to stare at this Indiana team and think to themselves, all right, let's do this. Or a week and a half. So that's my thoughts on it. Obviously, folks, we will be, like I said, on Tuesday when we do the show. This gives everyone, myself included, time to breathe, mentally prepare, and hopefully just live. Either way, it's been an amazing college football season. I feel incredibly blessed as a Hurricane fan this year. I think this is the beginning of something amazing for Mario Cristobal and the crew. I think Indiana has had an amazing season. I love that there's a new team in the Big Ten to bully Ohio State and Michigan. I also want to say good job, Dante Moore, for coming back to Oregon. I think this is the smartest career move we've ever seen. This is like the opposite of Matt Barkley staying, where I'm looking at.
How's Raiola feeling right now, you think?
Who?
Raiola.
Well, Raiola can also opt out. He hasn't signed anything yet.
That's true.
He can go to like a Miami or a Kentucky or somewhere else. He can go somewhere.
Well, Kentucky got Kenny Mitchie.
Never mind. So he can go to another school. Or he can stay behind Dante Moore for 1 year. Or Dante Moore can transfer to Miami.
That'd be good. I think I like Dante Moore. I don't want him at 2. I like 18 college starts. He's 20, I think. I think he just needed another year. I think this is the best thing for him. I think he does both the Jets and himself a favor because the Jets would have thrown him into the fire week 1. He wouldn't have succeeded. He needs more time to develop in college. I think this is the smartest move that he could make. I think this is a good decision.
I'm telling you, next great quarterback of the New York Jets who actually might get into a playoff game. Carson Beck. All he needs is a run game to run an offense. He's mobile enough to get away from tacklers. He makes smart throws most of the time. And he knows he doesn't have to play hero ball. I think honestly, give him Garrett Wilson, maybe a receiver in the second or third round. Maddie, that's a guy who can upset the Patriots right there.
You could get, this would be next year if anything, but you can get Malachi Lemon at 16.
True. I think you say Tony, but I'm like Malachi Tony can't come out for 3 more years.
Yeah.
No. You can get back around maybe 3 or 2 wherever he falls, maybe have percent or something.
I'm saying waste a third round pick on him. I would. If I the other team I saw linked to him was the Colts, and I'm like, him in a dome with those receivers? Are you kidding me? He'd go ballistic. So, all right. Nate, anything to contribute before we head out?
We got a coach.
I know. Johnny H.
That's all I got.
Congrats, fellas. You guys deserve it. Hopefully well, you got half the battle done. Now you got to kick Joe Shane into the Hudson River.
Nope. I have partly forgave him, as I explained on my show.
I think
Harbaugh gets the final say in all decision making. Is what
Yes,
I
I
believe.
doubt it.
Yeah, Harbaugh is Shane's daddy. He better listen to him.
Yeah,
that's right.
Here's the problem, and this should tell you a lot. When Eagles fans start celebrating because Joe Shane wasn't fired, that should tell you something.
I know. I agree. Yeah, Shane should be fired, but I think Harbaugh here changes it because at the very least he'll provide better insight than
David was. Wild card team next year, and then wild card team the year after. And then you finally fire Shane, and then Super Bowl the year after that when you actually hire a guy who's not a moron for your GM.
Bro,
that's way better than winning 7 games in 2 years. So yeah, I'll take that.
I think the next 5 years, the 2 best teams in the NFC East are going to be Philly and New York. I think that Washington literally is going to Washington their way out of this, and Jerry Jones is going to turn into the second coming of Al Davis, and it's hilarious.
He has already. I think he has.
Well, he's getting there, but like Brian Schottenheimer, honestly. That is he stupided his way into finding a decent head coach.
That's true. A blind squirrel finds a nut every once in a while.
Exactly. Listen, he ran Mike McCarthy out of town. Honestly, if he gave McCarthy a better roster, probably would have won a Super Bowl because I think McCarthy's an amazing head coach. And then Jason Garrett wasn't bad by any stretch. The Eagles always lost to Jason Garrett. So I kind of look at him like Jerry's just kind of downgraded himself every time. Since Jimmy left, he thought he got it with Parcells, but that was during the Eagles dynasty of like the NFC East. So In reality, the NFC East is kind of wide open for who's number 2 right now, and Philly finds ways to screw themselves over every couple seasons. So there you go. So
Yay!
I think the Giant and Nate cheering for that just screwed y'all. All right.
What?
That's my big.
You said we're coming second, didn't you?
No. I thought you were saying yay for the Eagles screw themselves over. Anyway, I like the Giants. I like what they're building. I'm not sold on Jackson Dart yet. He is exactly what I thought he was going to be. He's going to be fun. But also, I'm sitting there like, can Cam Scatterboo stay healthy? Can Malik Neighbors stay healthy? Can you burn that stupid turf you guys plan to actually keep your players healthy?
I mean, they're getting new turf for the World Cup, so might as well just
but watch the Johnsons and the Maras go back to their artificial BS because they're not getting told by FIFA what to do.
Yeah.
I asked the Giants fan on Tuesday, I said, how are the Maras turning into the Johnsons? And he goes, oh, don't remind me.
Yeah, seriously.
Why don't we trade? Let's trade.
I'm good.
Yeah, because see,
Johnson
theirs just
or
became
Mara?
crazy. Your guys' deal in that department.
Yeah, we've had success with him. It's not much, but there has been success.
Woody Johnson's biggest success point was when he just let Rex Ryan do Rex Ryan things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And had a quarterback who started to screw the butt fumble and ended it with stabbing a delivery guy.
This dude has
Or fighting a delivery guy.
I keep forgetting that Sanchez did that. It's such.
He assaulted. I don't know.
15 minutes.
Oh, that was the most hilarious week and a half because everyone's like, "Oh, pray for Mark Sanchez," and it's like, "Oh wait,
Mark Sanchez was wrong." Okay, yeah, you deserved it. You deserved it.
Hilarious, right? It was like the biggest heel turn of all time. All right, folks, there it is. Like Matt said, this is probably the week that we probably see either I take the win. I'm thinking if Miami wins the title, I'm going to want a jersey. Or Matt takes the win. And then there's Brian could pull off the upset of all upsets and catch along. The problem is I'm the only guy who took an actual upset. So
No, I think the Bears aren't. Yeah, no.
Yeah, Nate, you need to win every game twice.
What if I have different Pop-Tarts?
Does not matter.
What if I'm on my best behavior into the Super Bowl?
Does
not matter.
I doubt that.
Right, come on, bro.
We'll send you a $5 Dunkin' Donuts gift card, even though there's no one on the West Coast. Wait, are there Dunkin' on the West Coast?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait,
somewhere.
Don't the Bears count because they're 3.5-point dogs at home?
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
All right. You know what? There you go. But Brian, since you're in, you can keep that as your upset. Nate, you can take it too. It's not really going to matter. So, all right.
No, it's fine.
Yeah. So there you go. Yeah. It's going to be a fun time, boys. All right, ladies and gentlemen, have an amazing NFL Divisional Round weekend and College Football Championship weekend. We hope you're having a great time. As you can see, my voice is finally almost back. Thank God. I'm probably going to lose it Monday night. So just warning you now. Want to give a shout out to our sponsor, SeatGeek, promo code BellyUp Sports for $20 off your first initial purchase at checkout. Remember, at checkout, it's only your first one, and there are some restrictions. So make sure you read all the rules and restrictions. It's a very good code. That's why they do it. So, also our friends at Righteous Felon, official sponsor of Nate's Penalty Box, and I love how we haven't even put up the title anymore because everyone just knows what it is. Also sponsor of all Nate shenanigans and just Belly Sports in general on the Korner Booth. And last but not least, our friends at Canadips. Promo code BELLY20 for 20% off your purchase at checkout. Remember, the best dip supplement on the market. It'll get you off it. It'll get you away from it. As somebody like me who dipped for a while, it's a great alternative. Definitely keeps the lady happy. She doesn't see me with a freaking can of Copenhagen or anything like that. It's a good thing to have. I'm telling you right now, it's also great for when you're doing athletics, like sports, golf, whatever. Have an amazing night, folks. Enjoy yourselves. Watch some football. Have a beer. Watch out. There's snow in the Northeast on Saturday. Peace.